Hello everyone, myself Kushi Ravya and my today's topic is film study and cinematography study of movie Kalank. Film studies is an academic discipline that analyzes films at art forms and cultural artifacts, exploring the historical, theoretical, and critical aspects. It encompasses the study of film production techniques and stylistic elements, as well as the social, political, and cultural context surrounding film. Essentially, it's a way to understand how films are made, what they mean, and how they impact and reflect society. Now we discuss how films use film techniques in their scenes. Low angle shot. A low angle shot is a type of camera angle where the camera is placed below the eye level of the subject pointed upward. It is used to make the subject appear powerful, dominant, intimidating, of heroic. This first photo is low angle tracking shot shows Satya entering the Haveli framed symmetrical between the open iron gates. The camera follows her from behind, emphasizing her solitude and a forward movement into the space of tradition, power, and eventual emotional entrapment. The low angle perspective highlights the grandeur of the article around her. The sunset lighting adds a nostalgic, almost surreal tone, aligning with Kalank's larger visual language of memory and longing. This second image is a low angle shot captures the sheer scale of a fort, emphasizing its visual symbol of tradition, legacy, and patriarchal power. As Rupa dressed and walks through the towering gates, an angle makes her appear both small and significant, suggesting that she is stepping into the world governed by history and social order. The camera's perspective highlights the contrast between her individual present and the overwhelming structure, refining the emotional and ideological weight of the movement. And these are two also example of a low angle shot. This is a video of a low and high angle close up. High angle is a shot is a camera angle where the camera is positioned above the subject looking downward. It makes the subject appear small, weak, vulnerable, or submissive. In this video, Roop and Safar face each other without words, but camera says everything. Roop is shown from a low angle shot, giving her presence, power, and emotional dominance through her no. The angle elevates her strength, control, and moral clarity. And Zafar, on the hand, is captured from a high angle shot, making him appear emotionally expert, uncertain, and even submissive. This receival of tradition power dynamics shows Roop as the one of holds authority in this moment. Uh, uh, Through the use of contrasts in camera angles and film communication, inner conflict, power shift, and silent resistance without a single line of dialogue. This is a example of a wide shot. Wide shot, also called as a long shot, is the camera shot that shows the subject in full view along with a significant portion of the surrounding environment. Uh, these suffers a wide shot frames suffer standing at the center of the large ground. The shot captures his entire body while also revealing the scale of the crowd and the growing tension. Suffer is placed in the middle of the frame, physically surrounded but emotionally isolated. This visual setup reflects his inner conflict and the societal judgment closing on him. The wild shot emphasizing the dramatic contrasts between one man and many voices. And the second image of Roop's wide shot frames Roop running alone in a vast barren desert holding a brightly colored kite. The camera captures the overwhelming emptiness of a landscape, emphasizing her isolation and emotional distance from the world around her. The kite becomes a powerful symbol of hope and freedom, and Roop's movement through this open space suggests societal constraints and emotional burdens. The shoulder shot and night shot. Shoulder shot, also known as a over the shoulder shot, is a camera angle and where shot is taken from behind on character's shoulder, showing the subject they are looking at. The first scene is Roop's talking with her father, and it's from Roop's emotional distance and inner conflict. Ezrup speaks, focusing on her expression of hesitation, respect, and suppressed frustration. This framing forcing us to read Roop's body language and subtle emotional directly. Second is Roop's talking with Satya. It's a over the shoulder shot is used to highlight the emotional complexity between two women caught in an unconventional relationship. This visual structure brings emotional balance and allows the audience to experience both perspectives. There's a dignity, mutual sacrifice, and quiet sadness. And third one is a shoulder shot and also a night shot. Night shot is it captures character standing still facing vast moonlight city. The camera placed just behind him, so the world through his eyes. His turban visible in the foreground symbolizes tradition, status, and authority. Low lighting and night mode cinematography create a quite introspective tone. Establishing shot. An establishing shot is a wild shot used at the beginning of a scene to show the setting, location, and spatial context. This photo is a talking scene of Satya and Doctor, and established shot is used at the start of the scene to show the entire room where Satya and Doctor are seated. The wild frame captures the furniture, lighting, and both characters before the conversation begins. This shot sets the emotional tone quite serious. And in this video, silent yet powerful scene, Rook stands on her balcony while Suffer stands below in the rain, both captured in a single wide frame. Though they don't speak, the scene conveys emotional intensity through composition, posture, and weather. The use of rain adds the layer of sadness and longing while placing both characters in the same frame shows the unspoken connection and emotional distance. Tracking shot. A tracking shot is a camera movement technique where the camera follows a subject smoothly through space, either from behind, beside, or in front of, using tracks and dolly or stabilizer. In this scene, Zafar enters and sees Bahara Begum and Balraj Chaudhary together. The camera is placed behind their shoulders, framing Zafar in the distance through the grand doorway. This over the shoulder shot gives the sufferer's emotional impact from the perspective of the two characters he is connected to by the blood and history. A sufferer appears small in the frame, emphasizing his vulnerability in a moment of revelation. The stillness of the camera captures the unspoken conflict among the three. Mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene is a French term meaning a placing on a stage. In film, it refers everything that appears within the frame, including the setting, lighting, custom props, colors, composition, and actor positioning, and how these elements work together to create a meaning. This first frame is captures Bahara Begum singing from her balcony with a vast cityscape, lake, and half-built structures in the background. This mise scene here combines elegant costume, classical architecture, natural lighting, and laid backdrop. Her elegant position and grace posture reflect dignity and control, while the world behind her a mix of clarity and construction suggest to change, conflict, and passage of time. And second frame is a this showed frame Roop and Dev standing opposite each other in the middle of the doorway, seen from within the room. The composition includes entire elements placing the characters in a visual rich domestic space. Their positioning in doorway symbolizing emotional and rational tension. They are physically close yet emotionally divided. The room around them acts the frame within a frame, highlighting the confinement of their marriage and unspoken distance between them. And in this train scene, it's a Mizan scene. Roop reaches out from the train, trying to hold Safar's hand as he pulled away and beaten by the crowd. The Mizan scene here is rich with tragedy and symbolism. The setting of a crowded, smoke-filled platform for lit with fire creates visual chaos. Roop is a frame inside the moving train. Her dress symbolizes purity and helplessness. Jaffar's bloodied and struggling remains on the ground caught between love and discretion. Their outstretched hand on reaching on sleeping become a visual metaphor for a uh, lost of fate. The use of space color and blocking amplifies of heartbreak, making the scene operatic and unforgettable. Kalank is more than a love story, it's a visual symphony. Through its use of low and high angle shots, wild frames, symbolic mizan, and emotionally loaded composition, the film speaks volumes without always relying on words. By analyzing its cinematography, we begin to understand how cinema creates meaning not just through dialogue but through every carefully chosen frame, light, space, and silence. Thank you.